Hey, good morning to you. Hello, everybody.
Day
Sorry
after
for
the
being
4th.
just a moment late.
We're on our own today. Omkar is traveling and we are on our own.
Yeah, so it's a me thing. It's
It's a we thing.
Apologies to you guys here, but thanks for joining us. We are today only on one platform. Why?
YouTube.
Just because I can only do certain things,
Sorry,
right?
Twitters and
I have
Twitches.
limitations. But thanks for joining us. We do have a few topics for you. Topic number 1 is going to be Stacey and her weekly update.
The most important topic of Monday.
So we'll have that first.
Yes.
And then we have a Midway Reflection on 2021.
We're in July now.
Yep, we'll make sure we go over that. So let's see where you are midway through the year. And then topic number 3 is going to be the effects of a sub 3% buyer agent commission.
Yep.
And then I have an editorial retraction. So, yeah, I do.
I love that.
We do editorial retraction on me being wrong about the variable rate commission. And
listen up, folks.
Yes, and Shana being correct. That is apparently a thing. I have no idea why, but I thought it was illegal.
Maybe that should be our word of the day.
Editorial retraction should be the word of the day. Variable rate commission. Well, possibly so. I don't know. So we'll go over all of those 3 different topics today. Shana, would you like to go ahead and hit the bell and move on to topic number 1? All right, Stacey's weekly update. Stacey, thank you very much for helping us out here and having an awesome update every single week for us. So I should go ahead and pull that up for us now and slide on over. And let's see what Stacey has to say for us.
Good morning, Acquisto Real Estate family and all of those who have joined us for TNT today. I hope that you had a fantastic weekend, and I hope that everybody had a great time celebrating Independence Day. Wanted to thank all of our Acquisto Real Estate family for hanging in there with me last week with our couple of days that were a little bit crazy with all of our new listings. So thanks you guys for working so hard and everybody getting everything in. I know it was a lot, but we got it all together and we got it all done. So thank you guys so much for everything. So our update from last week. So Monday, June 28th through Sunday, July 4th, we had 4 contracts turned in last week. One was Shana's, one was Jody's, one was Linda's, and one was Hannah's. Then for closings, we had 6 closings last week. 2 were Jody's, 1 was Linda's, 1 was Shana's, 1 was Amy's, and 1 was Mike Shepard's. So congratulations, you guys. Way to work so hard. This coming week's going to be an exciting week. We have officially gotten through half the year, and we're now at the second half of the year. So can't wait to see what we do. And I'm here if you guys need me. Have a fantastic day. Good morning.
And way to go, you guys. You know, it seems like everybody is busy. Everybody. So that's great. Keep it up.
Glad to hear that.
Yes.
All righty. So Stacey did mention about a midway reflection point that we're halfway through the year. So that's going to be our next topic. Let's go ahead and hit the bell, Shana. Hello, Midway Reflection time. We're halfway through the year. That is Shana Acquisto. She's a luxury real estate broker, and I happen to get to sit next to her on a daily basis, and we need to talk about what we do when we're halfway through the year. Let's go ahead and think about where we currently reside.
Okay.
Right? So we're halfway through, and have you done the amount of business you want? Are you laying the foundation? Do you have the amount of business that you need going into the next half of the year? To finish up with the same amount and or more than the beginning of the year.
And have you kind of maybe cushioned yourself for the second half of the year, maybe not being as strong as the first part of the year? So I think it's a good time to reflect back on your goals that you set for yourself in January, you know, and look back and always know where you stand. You know, you should know instantly, I've had this many closings, right? I've had this many listings. I've had this many. So you should know where you stand.
Very good. And if you have not done enough business or you want to do more or you have anything that you need, now's a great time to kind of reflect on that and see what we can do.
Yeah.
So please reach out to me directly during agent one-on-one times. I'd like to set up those with you and discuss where you currently stand and what you would like. So if you need more deals from the Friendship Division, please let us know. If you want to start working in different areas or you want to raise your price points or like any one of those things, it's a really good time.
It really is. And
to just
we need you guys to, communicate that with us. Like, hey, I'm about to have my last closing. This is what I need. And that's what we are here for. We're here to coach you through that and talk to you about it and make sure that you stay consistent with your business. Susan and I were talking this morning how everything kind of comes in waves, right? But you need to be you want to make sure that you're riding that wave all the way through the end of the year. So this is what we are here for, and we're very happy to have these conversations with you. We can't read your minds. So if you're like, hey, I really haven't had a closing or haven't had a client in a month, then you need to be reaching out to us and let's talk through how we get you back in front of people.
Yeah, we just have no idea sometimes what's going on with everybody independently. You guys do a good job to keep us informed of what's going on in your world, but sometimes we don't actually know those things, right? And maybe you tell me something or not Shana or any one of those. So if anything ever does come up that you need from us, we need to know.
Yes.
Please
let us know.
All right. So that's kind of our reflection on mid-year.
Yep.
I was going through the numbers, and I was looking at the amount of people that were on track to break $100,000 a year or very close to, or whatever those numbers were, just by multiplying their number by 2. And I was really impressed. I think this will be the year. We set a goal earlier on, I think maybe 3 years ago, that we felt we would be kind of successful if we had 10 people here total at Acquisto Real Estate that did $100,000 a year or more in income. And I believe we're going to be there this year.
And when he says successful, not necessarily Mike and I, but as a company. And we feel that was a goal that we set, that we wanted anyone who came on board with us, that was our hope for them, and we wanted to get you there. So, the average commission for a realtor annually is what it was, 42,000. I think it's bumped up a little bit to maybe 45, not much. So just think about that for a minute. The average realtor earns an income of 40 to 45,000 a year. So think about that, and that is, after they've had 1 or 2 years in the business. So typically it takes 1 or 2 years to get there. So if you've been in the business under 3 years and you're there, then kudos to you. It means you've worked really hard, and we're proud of you.
We feel it's our job to help you out with your business as you're growing and help you get there quicker, help you stay there. And when you have those slower times, and if you're not doing 1 every single month, or you're not doing 2 every single month, whatever your normal cadence is, and all of a sudden you have this month that you need to fill in, right? We have to know about it in advance. You have to be looking out in advance. Like it's not like, oh, do you have anything that'll close in 15 days? I need something to finish the month. It's like, well,
we're not magicians.
You just can't voila.
But we need to know, if we hear amongst others that, hey, this person hasn't been feeling well, they've got this going on, in our mind, we're like, oh, maybe they're overwhelmed. So that's why it's important to hear from you individually that, hey, this is where I am, this is where I need to be, because that's what we thrive on. We want to get you there.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's good.
All right.
Bell me. Let's see here, my bad. I don't know, I gotta hit the right button. Let's go with this one. The effects of a sub 3% commission for the buyer's agent. That's Shana Acquisto. I'm Mike Acquisto, and we need to talk about this with you guys.
Yes, this is an important topic because what we're seeing out there is you're out there hustling for your buyers. And the worst thing that happens is you look up and you're not looking at this instantly. You're trying to help your buyer. But then you start working a deal and you look at the MLS sheet and you're like, what? They have chopped your fee, what you're going to earn, right? Well, that comes last. Number one is your client. You work with your client, you help them, regardless of what that is, right?
It's a good point.
You know, that does hurt. So on the flip side, if you're a listing agent, okay, and you get a referral, however it comes in, it doesn't matter. You get a referral, someone wants to negotiate with you, right? They're wheeling and dealing over here, and you kind of look at it as like, oh, that hurts. Well, I'll just share that with the buyer's agent. If I'm going to earn less, then they're going to earn less. And we believe strongly that that is not good practice. Okay? We saw this happen in 04 and 05. Then we saw it again in 08. This is very common. This happens. But what you have to think about is, what is your long-term goal here? And what are the long-term effects of you doing that? Well, us as a brokerage, I don't want to be that person, right? Because it spreads, people aren't happy with it, and I guarantee you it will get out. The word will get out, even if you do it 1 time, 2 times. So we've, kind of made it an understanding here that we just don't do that. And we've talked about it many, many times. So we just kind of wanted to reiterate that. I know that's tough, but we don't want to do that. It diminishes us as realtors, as a professional. And, I hear all the time, well, how do I overcome that if I go into a seller and this is what they want to do? So I'm going to use this as an example, because this is also happened to me as well.
Please.
So you go in and they're like, well, hey, I came in through this referral partner. They said you could do this, and it's, it would be X amount to you and X amount to the other side. Okay, which are both reduced. So you can come back and say, you know what? I will take that hit all from my side. I'm not doing that for the buyer's agent, because I know it's kind of like a pass the praise thing. I respect our industry. I know how hard they work, and I am not going to be the one that, reduces their income. It's just not what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take the hit all on my own. And it's something you guys need to think about. Is this something that would cause you to not take a transaction? I don't think so. I think we've all taken things that we've probably earned way less than what we wanted, but it's just not something that I think long term is really something that we want to get involved in. So we've never done it.
Yep, and less people will end up seeing the property. So what happens there is the other agent that's looking at it, there's a buyer's agent on that side, and they look it up and they're like, let's see all these different, right? And then all of a sudden one sticks out that it's not the same number as the other ones. And they're like, yeah, skip, right? So what happens is you get less exposure and less people actually seeing that.
You're not supposed to do that, but it happens.
Oh, totally does.
Right? And you have to think of this. If they go to their client and they say, hey, this one's a reduced commission, you're going to have to pay the difference, they will probably skip it as well. So it's not a good business practice. We're professionals. And, you have to think about it. If you think, well, I never would have taken this if I would have known that I was going to be earning this. Well, what you should be thinking about is not necessarily that. You should be thinking about, this is an opportunity. What can I get? What other opportunities can I create from this one, right? And that's what it's all about. You take that, and you should be getting referrals. You maximize it. You do open houses. You do all of these things that create other opportunities, and that's what that deal's about. So if you get hung up on the dollar amount, then it's probably going to hinder how you proceed with that transaction, and it could cost you money.
Yeah, well, I've been hearing a ton of people that have been, a lot of our transactions recently have come from open houses all of a sudden, right? And that's the key thing. So you get a listing, and the idea is to continue to get more listings from that and bring back the power of being a listing agent, right? And so the whole idea there is to create more transactions from the singular one that you have. And open houses seem to be doing a really good job. I've seen a bunch of them recently that the classification was that it's a new transaction as a result of an open house client. So
And
get active there.
if we make that, well, everybody else is doing it. Well, if you've been here longer than a day or two, you know that we don't do things because other people do it. We do things for the right reasons, and because we really respect our industry, right? So we're going to hold on to this, and we're not going to do that. I just don't think it's a good practice, and we could beat this dead horse all day long, but if you have any questions on it, let's talk about it, because I know it's hard. It's hard when you go in and everybody starts chipping away. But maybe you do the opposite. Maybe you say, you know what, typically we're 7% or whatever it is, a higher than standard number, right? I don't know. We can talk about it.
All right, hit the bell, please.
Okay.
Hello there, Editorial Retraction.
What?
I'm Mike. I was wrong.
Never happens.
No, it happens all the time, right? Way more than you would think.
Typically me.
So let's go ahead and post this editorial retraction. It is, in fact, legal to do a variable rate commission. Shana sent me the exact link. Let's go ahead and share that off. So here we go.
So what we're talking about is last week,
Yes.
we talked about in a listing appointment, if somebody is wanting to reduce your commission, how you can kind of overcome it. And maybe you do it in phases. If you're home, if I can get you X amount over this list price, then this is what we're going to do. If I get you less, this is what I'm going to take, right? So you work that into your listing agreement and negotiate that with your seller. So what we were talking about, Mike thought that was illegal. Well, variable rate commission is what you offer for the cooperating broker, okay? So if you're offering X amount and you're getting X amount, if you are willing to take less because you're going to bring in the buyer to your listing, which is intermediary, we all know, then you have to disclose that. It has to be known to all the brokers that, hey, if I bring in a buyer versus you, then, it's going to be a better deal for this seller. So that's basically what they want you to disclose.
Okay.
And there is a button in MLS that we check to let everybody know that that's the case.
So when I was wrong, what my thought is I was like, uh-oh, we're talking about something that's not right, and I felt I was just trying to protect, but
It
was wrong.
It
Like,
happens.
things happen. It's
We
kinda
didn't want to
like
give false
live TV.
information.
Yeah. Anyways,
Love it. Is that it? Or do we want to keep talking about
would you
this?
like to talk longer about it?
Yes, I would.
All right, fine. No, it does happen all the time that I'm just not right. So,
No, it's not that. It's about disclosing, right? And you would hope that people would disclose this properly. If they ever got audited and somebody wanted to see their listing agreement, it would come out. So,
listen, you only have to get a 70 to pass a brokerage test, so it's not a big deal. Like, you miss some questions here and there. I've also been licensed in 3 different states as a broker.
4.
4? Oh, I forgot about that. New York.
Florida.
Yeah, I don't
Montana,
even know
and
what that was
Texas.
all about. Yeah, so there's like different rules all over the place. And so anyways, we'll see.
My bad. Say it.
Going after a couple of others. My bad. Well, I don't have the that's a wrap screen all up. Like, things are going crazy.
We
It's
miss
me
you,
running
Omkar.
this. Omkar, like, hey, I don't know. I
He's
have words
awesome.
of the day. I have all these things, and I don't have that right.
It's okay.
Let's go with contact Mike. Let's put that up there. If anyone has any questions, contact me directly,
I love that.
and
I'm gonna
I'll
write that number.
write that number down and be like, hey, was that guy wrong today on TNT? Yes, he was. Did that guy should he have done a better job of preparing? Probably so.
I thought we did a good job, but then we obviously
Yeah, then I
missed
didn't
the
have that's a
fact that
wrap.
Omkar wasn't going to be here today.
Yeah, so
it's okay.
that's a wrap.
We got information out,
We
which
did.
is what's important. So
Down below, send all your comments here directly.
yes, hit the like button. Like.
So we went over Stacey's weekly update. We went over the mid-year reflections. Get in touch with us. We can't read your minds, please. And the effects of a sub 3% commission. And then also the editorial retraction. There's going to be no real estate word of the day today. It's just things happen.
All right, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya. Let's see, what do I need to put up first? We don't do Stacey's weekly update pictures. We do mid-year reflections. Okay, ready? Okay, and let's get the next one here. What's the next one? The effects of a sub 3% commission. Ready? Come on out. Here it is. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. And what else we got? Editorial retraction. We're not going to have to post that.
That's funny.
Okay, let's run the contact mic. Shana.
Can I get over
That's all you got. All right, that's enough. I can only take so much today.
there? Yes. Okay.